Two people got the boot from Donald Trump yesterday. One of them, Jeff Sessions. Jeff Sessions was, what can you say about Jeff Sessions? He was the Attorney General. He was one of Trump's earliest supporters. And then he recused himself from the Russia investigation, leading to the appointment of the special prosecutor, special counsel, Robert Mueller, and this investigation has gone on and on. I hate to keep pointing out how incredibly right I am. I always hate to point out how incredibly right, because I don't want you to get it in your head that I am always right, even though that's the case. I don't, because it makes other people look bad. But really, when they appointed this special counsel, the two times, actually there've been more than that, but two of the times people have come after me for what I said. One of them was when Ted Cruz went to the convention and dissed Donald Trump at the convention. And I said that was both a moral error and a political error. And everybody said, oh, no, you're wrong. The wonderful Ted Cruz, how could he be wrong? And I said, look, I love him, but he made a mistake. He paid, part of what happened to him with Beto O'Rourke in Texas was him paying for that mistake. That was a mistake. You got to be loyal to your party. You don't have to support Donald Trump, but you don't show up in his house at his convention and diss him. That's bad politics, and it's actually not the right thing to do. And Cruz paid for that in Texas, losing some points and coming too darn close to losing to Beto O'Rourke. The other thing was this appointment of Robert Mueller, that they allowed a special counsel to be appointed. I told you it was going to go on and on. He was never going to stop. We don't even know anymore what his brief is. It started out, it was Russian collusion, but then, what's his name? Rod Rosenstein, the deputy AG, he rewrote the brief for the special counsel, and that's never been made public. We don't even know what it is. So Sessions recused himself, and Trump has been furious about it ever since. And here's the thing. There's no getting around this. Trump has treated him appallingly. This is one of the things about Donald Trump that I just think is an all negative. Jeff Sessions is a good guy. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows he's a man of straight up integrity. He was one of Trump's first supporters. If he was angry at him, you call him in the office and say, I'm really ticked off about this. You don't go on Twitter and say he's disgraceful. You don't insult him again and again and again. You don't humiliate him. It's just the wrong thing to do. And I know a lot of you are full on Trumpsters. And listen, I've talked about what a great job I think he's doing. I think Trump is doing a great job, but you do not treat a man of respect like Jeff Sessions like that. That said, Sessions, I believe, made a mistake. He thought he was doing the right thing. He thought he was doing the principled thing, but he is living in a world where those rules no longer apply. Eric, what's his name? The Obama AG, Holder, thank you. Eric Holder, whose name I black out his name. I block out his name because I think it was so bad. He said, I'm Obama's wingman. I got to be there for my boy. That's what he said. I'm Obama's wingman. And nobody said a word, not a word, okay? Jeff Sessions, he didn't have to be his wingman. He could have lived by a higher principle. That was fine. But you don't step down when a guy is being attacked the way Donald Trump has been attacked with this phony, baloney Russian collusion thing. It has been a phony, baloney thing since the start. It would have been far, far more honest to have a special counsel, as Trey Gowdy's been calling for, investigate the way this investigation got started, the way this whole Russian collusion thing got started, Hillary Clinton's role in it, John Brennan's role in it. That would be worth investigating. I don't even want a special counsel. I think the special counsel rule ought to go by the boards. I think they ought to get rid of it. I don't even want it for that. Jeff Sessions made a mistake, but it was a mistake of principle. It was a mistake of decency. Trump had every reason to be frustrated and annoyed with him, but he should not have dragged him through the mud in public. So the minute the election is over, the midterms are over, he fires him. The same day, while he's saying, I'm going to take a look and make decisions down the line, he fired him. That was the right thing to do. He asked for his resignation. To be fair, that was the right thing to do. Why? Because remember James Comey. He came in, he hugged James Comey, and then when he fired him, it was, oh my goodness, obstruction of justice. They're playing it that way anyway. They're going to play this as if he was doing something evil anyway. He was not.